Hey there, how are you? So, my name is Melissa, and I'm doing something that I have never done before. It's a little bit hard for me, especially because I'm very shy and I care about what people think and just a whole bunch of negative crap. But I wanted to try something different. I might get negative feedback, I might not, but hey, it is what it is. I decided to deactivate Facebook for a while and stop being so much into the social media aspects and that social media realm. I wanted to approach it from a different angle. I wanted to take my time that I spent on that and focus it on more productive things, things that are better for me, that help me grow as a person. And one thing that used to really help me grow as a person was writing poetry. Growing up, I went through a lot of hardship, and I remember when I first wrote my poem, I was 11 years old, and ever since, I remember how good it felt to get all those emotions out and write it down. And so I turned to poetry for a lot of years. But as time passed and as I grew older, I became a single mom with children and a full-time employee. And there's never enough time in a day to focus on the things that you really do enjoy or the things that you do for yourself. So I'm trying to gain back a little bit of that time, and I'm sharing that with you guys. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get negative feedbacks or not, but it's worth the long shot. I'm doing this because I'm hoping that maybe my poetry can inspire some, can motivate some, or maybe some people may relate to some of the emotions within the poetry. I'm going to start by sharing my first poem that I ever wrote when I was 11 years old. So it might sound a little meh, but hey, it is what it is. And as time goes by with each video, I'll start sharing my old things, my old poetries as I progress and I start writing newer poetry. So for today, the first poem, which is the first poem that I ever wrote, is titled This Girl. And it goes like this. People envy, people hate, people just discriminate, or all they could do is just state an opinion to hurt this girl. That is a fact. This girl just holds things back for her sake. No one cares, no one bears, but of course, no one's there. When she cries, when she screams, when she needs just one person, she gets one nothing. In her heart, she is so hurt. In her heart, it feels like dirt. In her world, people judge, and her world, people assume, without knowing the real deal, without knowing how much tears this girl holds in, or without knowing what she fears. For one moment, for one thing, this girl would like to be hugged. For one moment, for one thing, this girl would like to be snuggled. For one moment, for one thing, this girl would like not to be bugged anymore in this world, but she does not ask. She does not beg. She lets life take its time. If she cries, if she dies, no one will care. If she tries, she can't tell people how she feels. How she gets on her knees and prays to God to take her life away and not to give her another day. But yet people envy, people hate, people just discriminate. All of this happens because at one point she had it all. That's not even true. Because at one point she had it, but not anymore. This is the future, that was the past. Everything that this girl said is a fact. Right now, this girl is in twirls in her own world, wishing she had just one time in her life where she would just have one guy after her, loving her, holding her. Just noticing her the way she is, the way she's been, who may not be pretty in the outside, but she sure is in the inside. If only that boy, that guy, would not treat her like a toy and treat her as if she was sent from God. This girl would be so happy. This girl will love that boy. This girl would do anything to be with that boy. That boy would be her world, and she'll give him all the love he deserves. But the real wish, the real deal, is that this girl just wants people to notice her, to know that she isn't perfect, and that she doesn't have everything. And if you are one of those people who envy, who hate, who even discriminate, maybe you should just think about the things this poem or rhyme has said about this girl. So yeah, a lot of mixed emotions going back and reading this poem. Haven't read it in many years, and to think of the age that I was when I wrote it, it's pretty interesting. But unfortunately, it's still a void that I have. It's still a feeling that I have. So I guess that's why it makes it more emotional. But that was poem number 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how this is going to continue to go for me. Wish me luck. If you like it, continue watching. I guess subscribe, right? Is that something that they say here? But yeah, thank you.